Seventh graders, this is to help you with question 2 on CR 18. It says, which of the following statements has a solution set that contains all real numbers greater than or equal to 2? So a solution set that contains all real numbers greater than or equal to 2. That would be x has to be greater than or equal to 2. That's what x greater than or equal to 2 looks like. X is greater than or equal to 2. So I have to now solve each of the given inequalities and figure out which one has a solution x greater than or equal to 2. So let's take a look at letter A. 5 plus x is less than or equal to 7. I would choose to subtract 5 from each side to get x all by itself. So we'd have x less than or equal to 7 minus 5 is 2. Well, sorry, this says we're looking for x greater than or equal to 2. This says x is less than or equal to 2. That doesn't work. We need x to be greater than or equal to 2, so A doesn't work. Let's try B. B says 5 minus x is less than or equal to 7. Again, I go to the side with the x. I'm going to try to solve for x. So first I have to move all my constants over to the right. So I'll subtract 5 from the left-hand side of that inequality and subtract 5 from the right-hand side. 5 minus 5 zeroes out. Bye-bye. So on the left-hand side, I have negative x is less than or equal to 7 minus 5 is 2. So if we have negative x, what's really the number in front of that x? Oh, that means negative 1x. What's the operation between the negative 1 and the x? The operation in between is multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? Division. So I'm going to divide the left-hand side by negative 1. So I have to go to the right-hand side of that inequality symbol and divide that by negative 1. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 1x is just x. Because I've divided by a negative, I must reverse my inequality symbol. So this less than or equal becomes greater than or equal when I divide by a negative. 2 divided by a negative 1 is a negative 2. We're getting closer, but it's still not this one. This says x is now greater than or equal to but the problem is greater than or equal to negative 2. I need x to be greater than or equal to positive 2. B is not the correct answer. Let me try C. So let's try C. C is 5 minus x. It's greater than or equal to 7. Again, subtract 5 from each side of that inequality. Those zero out, and now I have negative x is greater than or equal to 7 minus 5 is a positive 2. What's in front of that x? There's a negative 1 in front of that x. So I have to divide the left-hand side of my inequality by negative 1, which means I have to divide the right-hand side of my inequality by negative 1. I'm laughing because I can already see my answer over here will be a negative 2. I'm going to have to do letter D. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 1 divided by 1 is 1. So I'm left with x is, because I divided by a negative, I have to reverse my inequality symbol. That would be less than or equal to 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 1. Oh, I'm sorry, negative 2. Ooh. 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. Okay, still not correct. Let's try D. Let's solve D. 5 plus x is greater than or equal to 7. Start by subtracting 5 on each side. So then I have x is greater than or equal to 2. What did I need it to be? X is greater than or equal to 2. Finally! This says x, this symbol means is greater than or equal to 2. All right. Oh, sorry about that. Skipped a slide. All right, there you have it. Hope that helps.